Many travelers dream of experiencing the beauty of Tanzania, from its stunning national parks to vibrant cultural sites. Yet the costs often seem overwhelming. But with Visit Tanzania for Less, exploring this East African gem on a budget is not only possible, but incredibly rewarding. Whether you're a solo backpacker, a volunteer, or just a budget-conscious traveler, we provide valuable insights and resources to make your journey unforgettable without breaking the bank. Book your trip now with just a $300 deposit and flexible monthly payments until your travel date. For more travel inspiration and tips, follow us on Instagram or visit us at visittanzaniaforless.com. Visit Tanzania for Less, your dream adventure within reach.
103.7 The Beat is DJ Curity now. Alongside with me is Big Rob.
What are you doing on the afternoon jam show?
Hey, y'all asked me to be a guest, did you?
Well, I didn't. Paul must have took care of it.
You've been missing all day. You just walked in.
No, I've been here for hours, man, doing stuff. I don't know what you talking about. You're trying to get me in trouble.
Hey, in the studio, we got Coach Athletic Director Keith Guy.
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Then we got Eddie Spencer.
Yes, sir.
And who you got with you? Who you got with you, Eddie?
Lou Williams.
Okay. Hey, shout out to Lou Williams, man. So we just got done with the big historical basketball game that happened this weekend, Saturday at the Muskegon High School. Man, what's y'all thoughts on it? How y'all feeling? You still got that bag of ice on your leg, Eddie?
Man, listen, man, it was I do. I'm older. You know what I mean? I'm a little older, so it did require a little bit for me to get myself prepared and ready to come out and play. But it was good. It was worth it. The bag of ice was definitely worth it. Trust me.
How you feeling, KG?
Man, I'm happy, man. I was able to. I didn't play, so I'm good. I almost twisted the ankle watching them play, but no.
I'm sure you was wondering why I'm trying to make sure everything was good and ready.
Man, you know what? I just, they had that thing wearing like a well-oiled machine. I was able to just sit back and watch all of my guys play and watch and take the atmosphere that was happening that day. Man, it was a great event. And I want to tell Eddie.
You mean to tell me, KG, you didn't suit up?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely
Why not? They say you still got it.
Yeah, I do a little bit, but it was a time for me to just sit back and take it all in, man. And I'm just watching both teams go at it, man. It was a great game too.
What was the energy like?
Man,
like the old days.
Yeah,
it felt like the old days back in the day.
It did. I felt like as and I hate to say it like this, but it felt like the old CF Vote days. You know what I mean? It was hot. It was a lot of people. It was a lot of fans. Like, it was cheering. It was good on both ends. So it took us back to old. It just gave us like an old school feel.
The suspense was definitely there.
Okay. Now starting off,
they had cheerleaders and everything, man. Cheerleaders, both sides. It was a real game. It was a real game, man. They put on a good show.
Starting off the tournament, who won between the girls?
So and you kind of talked to that, I guess, because it was kind of all-star game with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you breaking up, Eddie?
Team Trinity actually ended up winning. It was an all-star game, so the girls were compiled of like a bunch of players just not broken up, and you know what I mean. It was they was an all-star team, and so
okay.
Team Trinity actually ended up winning the game, but it was a really close game. It was competitive, and it was good. They had a really great game, really good show out.
It was good seeing the ladies get out and compete.
Yeah, it was. It was real good.
What about the Shores and West Perfect game? What were some highlights in that? Oh, you got it. You got it.
So it was good seeing him back on the floor. Seeing him back in that.
Yeah. and it was good. Like I think just bringing back some of the players that you may have, like some people may have not even seen play. You know what I mean? Or like some guys that people might have forgotten about. So even Jerry Wallace showed up, and he didn't play.
Oh, that's
But
good. Yeah.
he was actually he showed up. He came, you know what I mean, to support Reese Buffer, while they was playing, even though he wasn't able to actually play in the game. So it was just things like that even though it wasn't players, but people that still supported that community, that team.
You got a bad connection, I think.
Yeah, you got a bad connection.
Do I got? Is it hard to hear me?
Yeah, you're going
just
in
going
and out.
in and out.
Man, I don't know.
Man, so KG, from coaching all these players, man, seeing this picture right here, how do you feel about this picture? Having a lot of players that you coach playing for Muskegon Heights.
KG, we just talked about this photo.
Yeah, right. We definitely did, man. That picture you can't even explain and put it into words what that picture means. It's like just being around all of your family, and that's what it is. It's not a Hikes thing. It's not a Muskegon thing.
Yeah,
it's a fraternity that we have. That we all got love for each other, and it's a program thing, and all of these guys, are connected based on the fraternity that we have, and it's not based on what program you came from. It's just all that we all one, and you can tell by the love that they showed in this picture, and it's just this picture right here, man. I'm gonna get that blew up and put it in my house.
Me, I'm gonna tell you. I hope I don't get my connection don't get lost. But I'm gonna say this: is that picture is a representation of my idea when I wanted to do the event. Keith was a great inspiration for me wanting to do it, and to have him there and have him in that picture in that moment just to solidify what he's meant to us for so many years. And you can say what you want and do what you want with it, but he's modest, but we not. And we support Keith. We always with him, man, because he's always supported us. Some of us needed father figures. Some of us needed hard coaching. Some of us just needed, as adult advice. And he's been there in my life every step of the way. You know what I mean? Like from me being a 15-year-old kid, looking just to get in the gym and better my game, to me being a 39-year-old father, a parent, or just a grown adult, and he's still been there. And so he's always been there, and he continues to keep laying that foundation for us. And so it's great to be in this position to where you can show love to people who's always shown love to you. And I want to publicly say to Keith, like, man, thank you for everything that you've always done for me and so many other players, and the foundation that you've laid and continue to lay, man. And if I can never be any other flower, man, I tell you right now, man, I love you and I appreciate everything you've always done for us.
We love you, and we're gonna continue to put in that work for you, Killer.
Hey, man, that's times 10 with me, man. I love these guys, all of them, and I'm proud of them. I was just telling them, like, I'm sitting in the stands watching the game. I'm talking to one of our other players, T. Smith, who was sitting next to me. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. I'm watching all these guys. I remember y'all being in high school and being in middle school playing, and now you got careers with families, and you out here doing positive things. And that's the biggest thing it's all about, man. And I'm super proud, man, about how these guys are. Now, it goes both ways. Now, I'll reach out to them because I might need some advice. You know what I mean? Because time's changing a little bit, and they always pick up the phone for me, and it's the same way. And that's just we're just happy when people talk about and they put their hand in a circle and talk about family and all that. Ours is authentic and it's very real, and genuine. And so, it don't mean that even if you graduated from Heights or graduated from Muskegon, it's not that. It's all love.
Yeah. And Keith, what would y'all say this did for the community as a whole? Just the community, not just the players, but fans.
Man, listen. I first of all, people always got something negative to say about Muskegon and Muskegon Heights, and this event right here should have set a lot of people up because it was a class event. Both communities came together, no drama. It was a great vibe in there. Yeah. And, you know, I think they had some after parties after the game and all those things. So, I mean, that's what it's all about. And to be honest with you, I think, you know, people still talking about it today. I've gotten, you know, several calls about the game and how people are still, you know, feeling energized and impacted by that event. So
yeah, I still see them talking about it on Facebook.
Man, and I don't have Facebook, so I'm getting calls, and I know it's big. It's big.
Man, listen, I know y'all probably was wondering, like, why has he got these shades on in this interview, man? I haven't really been able to, like, sleep because just riding off the high, like, everything has just been, like, a whirlwind of, like, all the emotions and everything that we've been able to do. Like, I ain't even had no real time to rest. Like, I love home, but I can't wait to get back home so I can just actually, like, just decompress and just really take in the moment of everything that's taking place because it was that kind of event. It was that kind of time. And it would not have happened without the players that played, but not only just the players that played with the people that supported, like the people that just supported and came out and the community gravitating around the event. Mm-hmm. I mean, they made it what it was. The girls' game, the girls had so much momentum that just started the day off.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
But for the players, man, they had so much. Like, yeah, you had Muskegon, you had Heights players, but it was so much that centered around it. I mean, even you guys, like when we did the interview before, just getting involved in it, like people gravitating around the event and getting involved and just helping out. The cheerleaders, you know what I'm saying, from Muskegon and Heights, from Crystal Smith and Torianto, like, decided to bring that aspect to it. Yeah. I mean, it was so many different things that took place that just was happening that just helped make the event. It was not me by myself. It was everybody involved. And I appreciate everybody because it really made it what it was.
Yeah, Let me tell you how big this thing was. Let me tell you how big it was. So I didn't see a flyer nowhere. Right? I didn't see no advertisement. I didn't see nothing. But and again, where can you go and find an alumni game and sell it out like this at a high school level? Right. You can't even do it at the college level, I don't think. Right. I'm telling you, man, this thing was like over 20, close to like 2,500 people there, and without any advertising or anything. And I mean, it's crazy.
Hey, man, and shout out to my daughter, Naya, man. She definitely put up one flyer. It was in the coop.
Oh, yeah, she did.
She told me she printed off a bunch of flyers, but shout out to my daughter, man. She put up one.
Hey, that's a historical spot. It got to go in the coop.
Hey, she definitely put up one flyer. And it was a half.
That's probably why it sold out, because it was in the coop.
She definitely put it up, man. That 6-week flyer definitely helped it, man. So, yeah, shout out to Naya, man, for that.
Now, do y'all plan on having this just be the one historical event? Or y'all plan on making an annual thing? Can you do this every year? Is it possible?
Yeah, man, you know what? Because you have so many players. And I want to say this, man. Definitely no disrespect. And I know I said this before. Definitely no disrespect to any player that was not on the roster this upcoming game. I'm definitely looking at ways to build it better and add more players, add more alumni. And I think that's the way you make it better. You know what I mean? Giving people a chance that played in the orange and black uniforms or the maroon and white, you know what I mean? Giving them an opportunity to play. And so it's like revamping and trying to figure out, you know, how to make that process better and get more players out there to be showcased in front of their fans and the people that wanted to love to see them play as well. So I do think you make it better. And we do have plans on doing it again, you know, next year. We don't want to water it down, but we do have plans on bringing it back for sure.
And I think it should. And I think this is, honestly, this, I want everybody to know this is Eddie's vision.
Yeah.
And he put this together, and we're here to support his vision. I hope he does it again. I think it's a lot of momentum. I think I would set a date. If I'm him, I'll set it right. I mean, soon, give people opportunity to plan to be here. But I think, you know, the communities love being around each other. They love healthy competition. They love talking stuff to each other. And Eddie's vision came to fruition and did a great job with it, man. And I was just happy to see, you know, him with his vision and run with it. And it's gonna get bigger and better because that's who Eddie is. He's a grinder. So I'm not shocked.
A lot of players came underneath you KG. A lot of them.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked, can you do it again? Because the players that's coming from Heights in the future, we're not doing that Muskegon and Heights games like we was doing back in the day. And I think that's why this one had a big impact, because a lot of the players was the original players from the Heights and the Muskegon games that you was doing down at Weeks Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's a great observation. And but I think there are some ideas that you could keep this thing going well into the future. And you know, what buzz that you have. There's some ideas. I'm sure. You know, Eddie's a smart guy. He know how I'm sure he probably got year 5 planned already. So I'm not shocked.
Any shout outs y'all want to give to anybody out there? Any sponsors?
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna say this, and in one way, and I don't want to backtrack, but I want to say, when we talk about being able to make it better, me and Deshaun Thoreau, we already talked earlier earlier yesterday, because he also does an event as well, and to be honest, his event that he did out at Mona Lake 2 weeks prior, I felt like it helped anticipate what we were actually getting ready to do, because he holds a very competitive event, and it gets like just with younger guys and giving back, and he does a phenomenal job, and he does such a great job, and I think that helped transcend into what my event was going to bring. So we're looking at collaborating on some things and connecting our events together in a sense of like just continuously finding ways to give back and create the event and make it bigger. You know, obviously his thing will always stay his own brand and under his D1 Sportswear brand for sure. But also just kind of connecting our events. That's how we make it great. And I think that's what it boils down to. So, man, definitely big shout out to D. Thor, man, because he does an amazing job. And I hope people continue to support that young man and what he's doing, because I know I always will. But outside of him being a Mr. Basketball player, man, he does a great job of just giving back to his own community and putting things out there. So, definitely.
And they wore his jerseys in the game. The men's team, you know, wore Deshaun's,
his brand.
So so that was good. That was a nice touch too, as well. So it was a total Muskegon Heights thing.
Yeah.
Who you think got MVP of the game between Muskegon and Muskegon Heights?
No. We're gonna give it to KG. We're gonna get MVP to KG.
That was safe. That was safe right there.
We're gonna get an MVP to KG.
I'm gonna say this. It definitely was some guys that showed up and played pretty well. But I think the guy who stole the show and the guy who put the baskets with it, to put the ball in the hole when
y'all needed it
to be there.
Brandon Burrell.
I think it was. I think it was out. But no, it was. Man, I think it's honestly, man, I think it's an MVP and a win for everybody, man. I think we all deserve it because. But I think it was right. I think we give it to KG because, and this is why, because we are a product of his system, for real. You know what I mean, and what he produced. And it's just a foundation. So if you go back to that photo that you showed, I think the love you see around him, I think without that, this event is my vision, but it don't happen without his support and with the foundation that he laid. So, man, I think that's where we go with it this year. Next year, I'll probably take it home. But this year, we'll give it
Man, next year, y'all got to put me on the team, man. Don't look at me just as the DJ. I hoop, too.
All right, we're gonna put you on the coaching staff.
I'm gonna tell you.
KG looked at me like, man, stop.
Hey, and you asked us how we make it bigger, man. I think we need to find a way to be able to, for you guys to be there live. Yeah. I think if we can do something like that, make it live and for the people who not there, because there was a lot of people out of town, man, who wanted to watch it, man. I called my daughter in Dallas, and after the game was over, she said, "Daddy, I watched the game on somebody's Facebook Live. I saw it all."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, perfect." You know, but for people who just couldn't be there to support it, I think if they could, tune in and see it, I think that'd be even better too.
Oh yeah,
we got a live streaming up.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I appreciate y'all coming on the show, man. Good seeing y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yep, we'll get back to more music. You got
us.
anything you want to add, Big Rock?
Oh no, I wasn't no basketball player, so I don't know nothing about it. I just stood in the stands looking good, you know. So we good.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. I want to just tell the community thank you, man. People just talk about all the bad things that happen here, but you know, I think we just one community, to be honest with you, and we all can do some positive things and do some positive things without fighting with each other, and that proved it Saturday, and hopefully we can continue to do positive things and make this community better long after we're gone. So that's what it's all about.
This is a start, KG.
No doubt. No doubt.
I appreciate all the work you do with these kids.
Man, thank you, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all, hey, you know how I feel about y'all, so I don't even have to say it. Y'all already know. Y'all already know.
Hey, Muskegon, get ready for next year's. I'm pretty sure y'all working on it now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. All right. Get back to more music. You keep it locked right here on 103.7 to be Afternoon Jams.
The wait is over. The all-new Umoja Radio Network, home to over 40 Black-owned radio stations and podcasts, is here for you. Connect to the world's fastest-growing collection of unapologetically Black and proud media. From